Hello there, everyone. Hail Drafts. Let's just get some music playing. And hopefully, yep, I've sorted out the little problem I was trying to hotfix. Okay. We're all good. All good. All right, let's get the game on. GAC is hating you. What's going on, Drafts? Let's have a gander. Oh dear. 2 GLs. Someone's already thinking about GL Hondo here. Okay. I don't see a Dark Side Ray there, so that's kind of good. You know, if you haven't got an answer to him, it's still bad, but... There we go. Hello, Ada. How you doing? I mean, there'd be a slim chance Star Killer could take down that, but I'm assuming you haven't got it because Mara's only R4. If there's no hooks, you could maybe Phoenix. Again, a long shot, but it's kind of an idea. Yeah, other than that, you're kind of out of luck there. I mean, there's not much else there that'll do a job. Yeah, hooks would kill it. All right, so I haven't actually logged on today, so let's just see if I've missed anything. I actually need to do this still. We've got that as well, that's good. Ooh, me free-to-play can do it as well today. Cool. All right, so let's give this a whirl. Let's see if I can do it on screen at least. Yeah, I've got mods, but they aren't modded well, so I may need to remod. All right, the stuns are nice. Crush them. Okay, nice start. There we go. Sorry, I just had a little issue. I thought let's just make sure my playlist is shuffling. Okay. All right, we don't want that. Even though I haven't done this for a little bit, like the tiers I was at, I was kind of stuck at. Shaq has always seemed to be the one that's the most annoying. At least if you're not counting Grandma with a gun. Base it. It feels like it could be helpful if we can get Order 66 on her. Just stop her from countering. There we go, Order 66. Oh, that did not last as long as I would have liked. You talking about this one here? That is Coruscant Commando. Apo can't be defeated if there is an active ally, Lord Vader. Hello there. Go and say hello, fellow Kyber 1 player as well. How you doing? Alright, sweet. I'm gonna say feel free to counter. This is... sorry, I'm counting in my head here. All these are 7-star. Let's send in a crush. Okay, that was rough. Ooh. Oh dear. We'll do that for now, I guess. Oof. Yeah, I'm not liking this. Yeah, Lord Vader out. I may need to remod. So I'm going to do that now while we've got up a little bit of time. I don't think my clones are doing enough damage, so essentially it's they're fighting an uphill battle. Especially when Lord Vader isn't powerful, you know. Oh no, of course I can't mod Lord Vader, but I can remod the clones. I know when I did my remod the other day, I didn't prioritize the clones. I was like, yeah, I'll just leave them as they are for now. Okay, clone troopers. 1, 2, and 3. It's so weird seeing SWGOH 5-star gear 12. So weird. You only did it with Apo and CX. That's good to know. I mean, I genuinely just think this is a mod issue. You know, like, if I can mod them a bit better, they'll be alright. Here we go. Gear 13 5-star for you. Still haven't got used to it. It's so weird, isn't it, as a sight? Alright, let's just push them in. I mean, it's only SWGOH I've done because everything else is either relics or I haven't got the gear to take them higher. But it's a funny sight. I did the 3-star version, yeah. That's the best strategy I can say for that is stick to basics. Well, at least that's what I found. Essentially, if you're using the basic with Apo, especially, he's going to be calling Lord Vader to assist a lot, which is pretty decent damage. I say decent. Lord Vader's not hitting like he should if he was your own, but, you know, he's still okay. How good is it that CG makes this update that allows people to go over relic level accounts, which then caused the game to crash if you use that character? Oh, is it crashing? I haven't heard about that. So if I use SWGOH, am I in trouble? Right, let's give it another go. I've put good mods on them, so they're now 6-dotted and, you know, hopefully that should be fine. Right. I mean, thankfully I'm not planning on using SWGOH, but it is on defense on my GHC. Wait a second. No, I don't think it's on defense, actually. I think I've got them on offense. I can't remember. They were on defense last week, but I was considering moving them. Yeah, they're not relic. Oh, was that what you meant by I should be able to auto? Right. Yeah, they're only gear 12. They should be taking a lot more turns, though. There we go, Order 66, that's a big one. If we can keep it on her. See, that's kind of annoying. She regains the retribution even though she's got Order 66. That feels buggy. Okay. Yeah, I haven't done it, but I'll keep it in mind just in case, you know, I have a wild moment and think to try it. I mean, it's the thing about lock-in as well. The GAC lock-ins kind of helped with that. I suppose if one thing, if you've got the materials to take a character to Relic 5, you know, like say these clones, then at the very least you've been able to use them in TB potentially first phase. Not like Lord Vader needed it, but there in it. Maybe could do parking lead. Yeah, it feels like Beck's kind of trying to prove a point here. You can't full auto me. All right, let's just get the crit damage. It is crit damage, isn't it? Yeah, minus 50% crit damage and offense. Yeah, I'll take that. No stun, sadly. Oh, right, so it would crash the game. Right, I'm with you. Okay. Weighing up if I should heal or not. I think we crush. And then stun? Yes. Okay, Order 66 is in effect. Oof, okay. All right, I kind of prefer aiming at Apo. All right, we're gonna get thrown at here, aren't we? Oh. You do all that for that. Gotta kill her before the rifle, haven't we? Maybe need to finish the back phase with cooldowns reset. It might be you. There was a change where you can now take characters to Gear 12 and relics, even if they aren't 7 stars. So that might be what you've seen, Drafts. My knowledge, nothing else was given away. But then again, though, I didn't expect any of that to drop now. I thought it was going to be later in the year they were dropping it. That dev post the other day wasn't that clear for that explanation. Oh. Maybe did an assault battle. I think the Rebel Roundup does give ship shards. Ah, yeah, that'd be it. All right, feel free to keep it in Apo. All right, cooldown should be okay here for final phase. And I would really like it if the granny with the gun would aim at Apo, not Lord Vader. And not the Nightfall Trooper either. There we go. Got a stun. Oh, damn, she's got the rifle again. There is a way of winning it when she's got the rifle. I'm sure I've seen it, but I think it involves you've got to get the insta-kill effectively. There we go, got 8 stacks. Oh, you bleeding git. Oh, hang on. What happened then? Runs into DI. I thought she was going to shoot. I'm not imagining that, am I? Okay, I am confused. I'm not going to hide that. All right, Order 66. Hey up, Snappy. How you doing? He's going to kill her. Oh! We got through. All right, we'll take that. Hey, not bad. Not the rewards I wanted, but not bad either. Okay. I mean, I honestly don't know what happened then, because I could have sworn I saw her go into damage immunity, which in my mind meant she was going to throw the rifle, so I don't know how I survived, but I'll take it. It means I don't have to do it again, or at least until the next tier. All right. I saw yeah, we've just seen it. Redeem first. There we go. How you doing, Snappy? And so I think this layout, on this side's something I'm still getting used to. Okay. We've been talking about the changes. I mean, I've taken SWGOH to gear 12 on my main. I think he's gear 12 on my free-to-play as well. I haven't got enough to get both. Well, I haven't got enough materials right now to take them to Rallic straight away, so I'm doing what I would have been doing anyway, but kinda nice. He is, yes, T-Max. Yesterday, I was a little bit foolish. I thought, right, I'm going to take first. And I was playing on Death Stranding 2 at the same time. And I thought, right, I'm going to essentially go in with 6 minutes to go, thinking, right, if I can at least hold on to first, then he'll probably go for second. But as soon as I went in for a battle, he claimed, you took first. So, yeah, it was really irritating because I'm like, I should have gone earlier. I should have just stopped multitasking or multi-gaming and just given in, but I was a little bit greedy. I thought, can I take first and just carry on doing what I'm doing on another game? So yeah, my own fault. It's irritating because he did drop me down from first to fourth again. It's not like 1 to 2, he's actually knocking me back a fair amount of crystals. All right, with that in mind, I am third currently. I have not messaged him Apparently he's in my shard chat, but I don't know what name he goes under. That is an option. It is an option. What I'm thinking is today, I'm going to do GAC now here, and then we'll just see how things are at the end of GAC. Just checking, is there anything I need to do here? Don't think so. Gotta say, I love the fact that Temple Guard's 6 stars. And I've not really done anything. It's literally just lucky rolls and everything, you know, it's like, that looks damn great. Alright, nothing there. All done there as well. Okay. I don't like my energy being like that, but I might as well spend it when it overflows. Alright, so as Alator's alluded, I am in Kybal 1 again, so we bounce back up. Round 1 this week, we're facing LS La Legenda. LS La Legenda. You gotta like people's attempts at names. Let's bring up what they've got. Also, they're in Clones Unleashed, so that is quite worrying. I mean, what's their GP now? I'm sure it's in the 600 mil, is it? 700? 720. I did them a disservice there saying 600. But yeah, a lot of good players up here, I imagine. Dollar base. Sorry, that name caught my eye. Anyone else I know? Yeah, no one's screaming out at me, but still. Solid. I thought he was, but I think he moved. Is he even top 50 right now? I don't know. I mean, Tafs is #1 right now. I don't think I've seen Fatal on the list for a little bit, though. But saying that, there's a lot of these Erodiums that are knocking people down. Yeah. So anyway, let's just do the compare. 12.8 on my side, 13.8 their side, so 1 mil ahead, fair play. 339 Zetas to 401, that's a bit of a gap. 54 to 41 Omicrons, I am actually surprised at that, but I'm assuming they've got more TW Omicrons to effectively balance it. GL's 8 to 9, granted Lord Vader is only gear 12, I think, so not much. One Pratt with the raid, party 11. How you doing, One Pratt and Co? Oh, we're going to Relic 1 for lock-in with the ultimate. I forgot about that. Hey, we did do something. Cheers for doing the shout-out for me, Snappy. Good morning, Lady Geek. How you doing? Just going through our opponent, we're up against LS La Legende from Clones Unleashed. They've got 19 more relics than I've got. And when you break it down here, this is not that great for me. 12 to 33 on the Relic 9s, 18 to 47 on the Relic 8s. We're marginally ahead on the 7s, 98 to 91, but then... Well, actually saying that, we're 1 ahead on the 5s, so... But then you look at that, they've got nothing below Relic 5, so yeah, no surprises there. Speeds, I'm looking good. 110 to 84, 341 to 272, 512 to 643, again, not bad. Datacrons, they've got more than me though, so again, fair play. Double rated again, thank you very much. Don't say appreciate it. I'll tell you what, I haven't had note cake in over a week. I'm going to have to get one. I'll get one, get a pack of one. Pack of one? I don't know why I'm saying one. All right, let's just skim everything else. Anything that looks out of order? I don't expect there to be. Maybe offense is a bit odd there on Savage. Ooh, I'm surprised no Luthen. To be honest, an account like in the guild like Clones Unleashed, I think it's warranted to be surprised if they are missing something, so. But yeah. Quite a fast throne. I have to keep in mind on Jensen as well. Alright, let's see how it goes. Yeah, exactly. You can't just have one. I mean, a pack of 6, and usually in the house we have 3 each. So it's where I do like when you can order out, because you get rather than the standard 6-inch oatcakes, you get like a 12-inch one. It's greedier, but it's something that just feels much more filling. Probably just mind over matter, you know, a bit like your eyes are bigger than your belly. Anyway, this is the plan that we've got based on the first week. We'll see if they've mixed things up though. All right, so no attacks so far. Just a quick recap of my defense. We've got Tuscans, we've got GG, we've got Benzori, and we've got Slacker. South Wall has got Qui-Gon, Boss Nass, Balin, and Rey. Oh, hang on, I've just realised my cam was covering a bit of that, so let's switch scene. Okay. To be honest, it probably covers something up wherever I put my camera. Alright, so we're facing a Balin. Let's just see if that matches up. No Balin expected, so we'll have to alter something. There is a Kenobi. There is a Rey, so it is Jab Jabu's changing. Okay. Hang on, before I carry on, was that anything different? No, standard JMK. Interesting. I was expecting something a little bit different, I won't lie. Alright, this wall, we've got Great Mothers, Slacker, Lord Vader, and Mace. So, kind of as expected. We're going to just move Jabba here for now. And then whatever's on the back wall, we'll deal with it when we get to the back wall, I think. I'm kind of comfortable with what we're seeing. I mean, Leia against Lord Vader seems a safe enough bet. JMK with the Hodocron should be alright for Slacker, or should. From what I've heard, Malgus is still alright against Mace. So yeah, it's then Bo-Katan. It could be that. Yeah, it's about the only thing I can think he would be doing. I was trying to think if I've heard of any other counters that have been floating around, but yeah, I can't say I've heard of much yet. Temple Guard Kron is tanky, but at least it's not the offense to defense one. That one seems quite frightening. As far as I know, that is pretty comfortable there. Yeah, I think this is all reasonable, you know. I don't think there's anything that's a bit of an outlier here. Treya is a good counter for Mace as well. Okay. I know this is a bit of a funny move in case, you know, I do get caught looking, but yeah, I did keep Lord Vader on defense. I actually did put Saul back on defense, and it was purely because I remember I got caught out by that. So, although the way I'd phrase it, even though I wouldn't expect my opponent to trip up on it, on the off chance they rush in because they go, oh, it's Saul, I'll use Dad Bob Boba, they might get stuck in a timeout like I did before. So I thought, we'll throw Cara in just in case it messes that counter up a bit. Okay, so it's a Diddy Lord Vader, yeah. The Diddy one. But I figure, who knows, maybe if someone undersizes on it, they might get into trouble. Alright, we got JMK. I have to make sure I pick the right ones here. This is a baby Ahsoka. It is baby Ahsoka and a baby Ahsoka. We got Padders, Cat, and Mace. Yeah, the mods aren't great. I know I demodded a few of these tunes a little bit recently. Not deliberately, but like, that's still got the stats that are decent, but obviously a speed set's preferable to a crit damage set. Yeah, go on, let's go with it. I was just mulling over. A lot of this came down to remodding so Lord Vader had decent mods. Again, I know it's early, but it's the idea that we has them when he needs them. All right, pass that to Kenobi. Put that onto Cat. Do that with Padders. Cat goes a turn early, which is not a surprise. Stealth, you little git. I could have sworn there was a clause about JMK pulling Sith out of stealth during ult. Maybe there is, and that's what's just triggered that. Just been a little impatient, I think. Okay, let's go for Sith Trooper because he's going Molly Whoppers if we're not careful. All right, hooks down, cool. Heal up what we can. Ooh. Okay. We'll base it for a minute. Yeah, I'm not liking the fact that we're looking a bit squishy. Okay. For banners, I am going to do that just to try and see if Ahsoka can just get a little bit chunkier. All right, good. I'd say we're actually looking all right. All right, not what you want to see. $75, all good. Okay, it's a relief when that one's out of the way. It feels like you jumped through the big hurdle. Okay, we got Apocron. Little by the by, but I have not looked at the datacrons that are coming up, by the way. I need to go and have a nosy at them. Actually, untrue there. Looked at the normal datacrons. I know what the set entails mostly, but I haven't seen the focus datacrons and what they really are. So I do need to have a little sit down and read them. Saw that Ewoks, Inquisitors, Resistance, and Night Sisters getting crons. I'm quite happy about a few of them. Oh, another thing I've done, I've remodded my new Bad Batch to be able to actually compete a bit more now. So if we need them, we've got them. All right. They're still a bit low on relics, but they've got Omicrons and mods, so they're in workable condition, if you like. All right, let's pass that to Drogon. All right, bye-bye, Appo. Oh! Did Drogon actually get one shot then? Well, sorry, let me correct myself. Did they have Order 66 then? I'm curious if I've lost him for good or if he's capable of coming back. Oh, that was the wrong one to put on now. Yeah, that threw me, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm in agreement. Right now, I'm just thinking, can I get a revive via CX2? It's a long shot, but yeah, it's why I prioritized Apo. I'm just going to keep hitting CX2 if I can, though. Yeah, we're out of here. Right. We'll submit that. I've got Bane free. I've got JML. Although saying that, DCT doesn't like JML. I suppose what I can do, BKM was mentioned. So what I can do is I can move Bo-Katan from there to Lord Vader and do Traya on Great Mothers. That, because Bane's like the Swiss Army knife. It's nice to have him for the back wall, isn't it? Yeah, I think we stick with that for now. I'm trying to remember why not. Right, okay. This is a very unusual position for me. I've got a nice chunk of Datacrons to pick from. Yeah, I think we go for that for bulk. I'm just thinking, do I go straight for Lord Vader? No, I'll go for the sides, don't I? I'm probably doing it the wrong way, but... Okay. Scorch is nearly done, or granted, nearly is nearly. Okay, down. Let's go for CX2 if we can. Nope, stealth, of course. Okay, nice. All right. I want to try and keep Paz ticking. I don't want Bam unable to give out DI. Especially with Grogu looking a bit squishy. Yeah, I can't stop the ult. Right, put that on Agi and Grogu. Stand that in there. Then say CX2 is just annoying me. All right, base it. Right, heal up Paz. Oh, I did miss a shot there, but hopefully we won't regret it. There we go. Yeah, I was trying to just be conservative with the poop stance because I didn't want to essentially have him locked in and then someone fall low on health. So just being a bit cautious there. All right, 5th Empire. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me some dark side options. Go with that. I say that. That one. Oh, hang on. I think that's the one I used for the Great Mothers. We can filter by health. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's funny. The Taloncron, I was looking and thinking I would use that with Treya. So that could be quite nice. I suppose I could use this. As far as it looks, I'm not going to be using Sidious. So that's 11% extra max health. Not the biggest of bumps. Yeah, with R9s though, I'm gonna have to leap pretty well. What's the difference here? Oh, don't need to look at Mace. Yeah, that's a bit of a jump. Or naturally. Go on. Better they have the stats than Talon just gains a bit of extra offense. See how it goes. Alright, DI to kick off, which is annoying. Might as well fear Mace. Okay. Base it. Yeah, the blinds for sure could get irritating. Oh, did I have one on me then? I could have... All right, that was very bad timing if I had got one on me. I could have sworn it had gone. All right. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. We all imagined it. All right, rifle form. Great. Oh, no on me. Cool. Fear, please. Malik, I could do with you popping a taunt up, mate. I mean, that ain't a taunt, but we'll take a suck. All right, we lose one. I'm not too worried right now because I feel like this is a long battle anyway, but see how we are in a minute or so. Oh, didn't again, did I? I must be missing a debuff on Malgus. All right, smack that. Two minutes. I need to get this taunt off Temple Guard. Right, fear. Right, smack. I was going to say, I knew I didn't have blind then. I did deliberately stop and check. Too late at this point, really. Yeah. I ain't going anywhere at this point. All right. I didn't help myself at all there, that's safe to say. Right, that's what we're going to do there. If Ahsoka's at the back, I am screwed. I say that, maybe I could do C. Maybe I could do C Bane, but honestly, I'm pushing it if I go to that point. Okay, that ain't good. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I thought the Great Mothers were a counter here, but they're getting stomped. Yeah. Alright, now I'm worried. Oh, hang on. Wrong line. JML could be the option. Yeah, JML was going to be used against Qui-Gon, so let's give that a go. Yeah, this is concerning. All right, pass that to Knight Luke. Let's do that. Okay, that's fine. Not great, but fine. Again, actually, no, we'll go to Master Loot this time. Pop that there. And yeah, I just want Mace out. All right, I'm feeling better now. That was very awkward, though. All right, 34. Took a GL out of me. Okay, Treya. What concerns me is my Treya is not great, so... yeah, this isn't like squad I feel comfortable using. Go for Hmm. Actually, defense could be nice. Maybe. All right, base it. Let's increase cooldowns. Stealth. Pop that on Nihilus. Remove any buffs we can. Just basic on the Great Mothers. Marin's there, which could make this difficult. Almost feels like I've got to just get an Annihilate. Go on, sod it. Just get rid of the tank. Yeah, the evades here could be just irritating, if anything. I didn't want to isolate because I thought I want it to be on the Great Mothers if I'm going to isolate. Right, isolate, cool down Nihilus. Okay, Savage has not got long left. Yeah. All right. He did a job. He hung in there a bit. Come on, just gotta whittle these down. Okay. We'll do that. Talon can't stealth, but might just keep her around for a bit. I feel like at this point I can full auto, but I just want to make sure Marin goes down. The only reason I'm talking about full auto is the fact that I don't think there's much I can manually manipulate, if you like. Right, full auto, just make sure it wins. Yeah, so we've got an ad break coming up in a couple of minutes, so once this wall's down, I'll start planning what we're going to do, and we'll run the ad break so that those of you not interested in that can just skip it. I'm not surprised this one was messy. Maitreya and Co were not built up well. Immune to instant defeat effects, so we've got to take him down with damage. Okay. 56. Alright, rear wall. Tear gas Qui-Gon. So that is at least as we expected. I've not tried taking out Gungans without a clear count of... Well, feels like a while, but I know it isn't that long. Wonder what we could use. I'm going to run that ad break now just so that it's out of the way. Oof. If I didn't put Rex on defense, Phoenix would be a shout. Yeah, put Rex on defense. That's just unfortunate timing. Similarly, Luthen's on defense, so I can't do Mon Mothma. I mean, Bane's a shout, I suppose. I mean, if I did Bane there, still need to see a counter. Saying that, it's not like the biggest and baddest of seers. Yeah, I didn't think Sidious Kron would do it. That bubble would have been nice. All right, ad break's over. Sadly, I'm still doing it if you don't like seeing this bit. Has Aphra got a shot? Make sure she's got a focus datacron. And Rallet level, defense lead minimum 7. I mean, it's a small sample size, but... hang on. That hasn't registered. Oh, lead, right. Try again. 1 battle, 1 win. Again, not a great sample size. Maybe I can just filter out 9th and just see if it opens it up a bit. Oh, great. 1 win, 1 loss. Although, for some reason, they threw an IG-11. Maybe we could do DCMG there against Qui-Gon. So yeah, I feel like I might even take a punt on a mirror, which is weird to think, but take that out and just go Seer as well. It might be worth a crack doing the mirror over something like Aphra. All right, I'm going to do the North Wall first. I want to make sure they go all right. So let's just deal with this. We've got Balin with the Zalbar-Kron, which is... it's interesting. Put Cartel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give it a go. Alright, pass that there. Basic to get rid of the taunt. And let's just do that. Bit weird putting tanks in a Balin lineup, considering Balin's the tank. You know, you'd think you'd want to, like, let him do his job, essentially. I suppose the argument is it diverts attention, but did he really need it? All right, Balin down. Let's throw that Shin. I was going to say, we do like an excuse to blow someone up. Things you should not say on the internet. Go on, let's put that there. Oh, instant defeat immunity, of course. Well, still, we got a heal from it. Bye-bye. And bye-bye. 64. Okay, Gugans. Bane and Stas. Right, duck. %100% more damage, worth keeping in mind. Right, stuck. Ooh. Okay. A dumb droid? I'm no droid. I'm dumb, but I'm not a droid. Oof. I don't like that. Something I want. I mean, I'm just trying to take pot shots at the shield, really, aren't I? And hoping that we can whittle the max health down enough that, you know, we've got damage. Oof. I don't like Tarples one bit here. Man, oh man, they've got a load of turns here. Come on, Bane. Come on, come on, come on. Oh! Oh! Oh, freaking Nora. Man, oh man, oh man. Hey, it's the way of GAC. One battle goes wrong and it's a snowball downhill. Just trying to rest the slide here. Alright, again, base it. The thing is, their max health should be reduced. Though, once that shield's down, I should be able to just nuke them. Just surviving. Okay. We'll do another drain. I won't keep building up my health so that it's harder for me to be taken down. Oh, death mark. Get rid of all that. Shield down, cool. That's what I mean though. It's more about actually just trying to make sure I've got the damage to take them down. I know they're modded for protection. I'm sorry to hear that, Sopper. If it's any consolation, it's not going too great here right now. There. Come on, Bane. Come on. Lovely. 64. That would be sad. I can understand where you're coming from there. All right, Galactic Republic. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. I'm hoping we don't need Echo. All right. Okay. Just have to be a little careful of Barris. All right, Queen's still standing. Face it. Okay, kind of interesting. DI is still there, so that's not helpful. Oh yeah. Okay. I'll tell you what, you hear me make some funny noises on here. Okay. Yeah, there's Ben. Hey, if you can capture it, I'll make it a redeem. Let's do that. Pull in Obi-Wan there. All right, 65. Just keeping an eye on the clock because I also know I've got to do a late rush with the fleet climb. All right, dark side. Let's go with that. Actually, no, scrap that one. Yeah, go with that one. Sorry, I saw crit chance in the stats and I was like, that's a waste. All right, we'll do that to get speed up tenacity up. Do that for the ability blocks. Wow. I don't know. I honestly thought it was cool. I was in the yellow. But I have been known to miss details. Today alone. Okay, that's one. Ooh. Hang on. Don't go crazy. All right. Ability block is okay. Stun is good. All right, I don't like this because Cat's still standing and I'm being forced away from her, but let's just see if we can cope. Oof. Ooh. Okay, that's several moves I didn't want. Can we please get a... Yeah, we're going to lose ground, aren't we? Okay. Full sight there. There isn't a damage immunity there now, so I can actually hit Cat. Alright, cool. Basic. Three minutes. Yeah. I have to keep that in mind in the future. To be fair, this is a battle I've done maybe a handful of times, so... Still learning the do's and don'ts. Come on, thank you. You don't tend to see Kenobi on defense nowadays. I'm not even talking this season, like in general. It's not been a common defense team for a few months now. Right, so we'll see here. See what? Go on, we'll put that on. I haven't actually... Actually, Trey can counter Raver, yeah, so I can see why that would go wrong. Oh, yeah, I know what you did there. All right, let's do that. I haven't bought this up either, but what's people's thoughts on these Honda wrecks that came out yesterday? I mean, I get gas, but Scav Ray seems like one hell of a stretch that the CG are doing. Like, oh yeah, she's part of like Galaxy's Edge, and I'm like, is Galaxy's Edge canon? I mean, granted, Aphra isn't. Well, Aphra's kind of canon, isn't she? And Starkiller definitely isn't. So I know they don't have to follow canon stuff, but it definitely has that vibe of, all right, we wanted something just a little out there for people to go for, you know? Yeah, I mean, I would like to go there one day, but I had a chuckle on Reddit. There were people talking about it, and there was someone saying that more people will have gone to Galaxy's Edge than watch Star Wars Rebels or Clone Wars. And I can't help but go, really? You think that is more likely? I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't a lot of people going to Galaxy's Edge and all that, but like, it felt like a very localized view, if you like. It's a bit like me saying that loads of people go Alton Towers. Yeah, well, yeah, I'd say that. I'm right next door to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It's expensive. I mean, for me, it's not actually going there. It's the actual flight and everything. You know, and it's probably a bit better if you're in the same country, but even then, you've still got travel. I've not heard about it being run by a comedian. I thought it was run by the Merlin Group. I could be wrong. All right, TTMG and Seer. Offense? I don't know what to say about that. I can't say I've noticed anything. All right, Anakin's coming in with the big hit. Oof. Okay. Oh, okay. Give that to DTMG. And call Scout for an assist, I think. Alright, I'm fine with that. Okay, I mean, that could still be a bit awkward, I think. Because there is a insta-kill... I'm trying to remember if you can use Traya to counter Malicos. I think you can, so it should be alright. Been a while since I've thought about Traya and Malicos. Let's do that. I assume part of your plan was that he wouldn't have it. Alright, come on. This is just taking the pee a bit. Cam goes... Wow, he's already dispelled that death mark. That's crazy. Okay. Come on. I need to get this guy down. Right, I mean, Caloran's on my hit list in terms of, yeah, we got a game down, but... Yeah, I'm just trying to take him down in sort of who I think could kill me quickest or annoy me most. I feel like Yoda's the squishiest of the bunch, so he's the least to worry about. Alright, stun. Lovely. Go on, we'll do that. Get rid of the debuffs there. Armor Shred. Still haven't got that. Come on, come on. That's it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's nasty up, so I'm not wasting that. Go on, we'll do that. That should land. Yep. We'll call an assist there. And again. Cool. 65. Bit of a long one, but I don't mind that. That would be something to hope for, I think, yeah, because I know for myself, I feel like I rely a little bit on players not knowing what they do, so it's always helpful when you see, like, the drop and you're like, ah, they didn't. Alright, let's clear all that. There, Karen's going first. And hopefully we can throw some decent rocks at him. Yeah, maybe not the best move. Ooh. Wow, okay, that is not good. Heal there. I'm actually shocked how bad my Tyrant did there. Wow, okay. We're doing shocking here. Alright, yeah. We might as well retreat. This has not gone to plan. Okay. Go to the backup plan, which was Scoundrels. All right, Africron, yeah. I think they could be good for as a catch-up mechanic. We'll soon find out. Okay, burn baby burn if we can. Probably unlikely. Oof, okay. Yeah, I'm just going to place that there. Okay, Taran down. That's a big relief because he was the one that was worrying me there. Okay, let's do that. It occurred to me after I'd entered the battle that we would be prevented from reviving, so Afra's droid ability would be moot. Nasty Uppers really annoying me here. Yeah, it's Smugglers and Separatists, was it? I mean, I've got a few characters I haven't worked on my free-to-play, like Vandal Chewie, so that could be nice for me. I mean, Vandal Chewie doesn't see as much play as he once did, but still nice that he's got the potential for a boost. Okay. 43. We got the cleanup at least. It's been a messy offense. Ooh, Mark 6 starting. Anyone ever seen that? Yeah, Zeta's for sure. I'll tell you what, I'm going to come back to this in a minute. I just want to see how fleet's going on both accounts. Ooh, we got a bit of climbing to do there. So I'm going to have to wrap this up as fast as I can. Yeah, it's certainly a problem we've seen before. Okay, we do that. Wiggle. Burn. Speed and offense, I prioritize Sopper. Oh, lovely. Yeah, get rid. All that protection on the bomber as well. Lovely. We can get a heal potentially, but yeah, just kill. All right. 72, we'll take that. I honestly don't know what we do with this. Dagger and in Mark 6. No bomber. Okay. Oh, hang on. Dopey idiot. Leviathan. 1, 2, 3. %33% win rate for Negotiator, which, yeah, whatever. A rat has beaten it. Mace. Go on, we'll give it a go. This is weird. Like, I don't know what this guy's been cooking. All right. Oh, did I? What did I miss? We haven't got the bomber to hit, so I'm just going to hit that instead. We'll hit that just so we can spread the target. Well, hit 2 things. We'll do that. Okay. Oh, I will have a look for you what mine are, Sop. Not something I can just, like, recall offhand, but should have the stats somewhere. Alright, that's not nice. Oh, Anakin down, okay. This feels very odd. Let's do that to get Valor. All right, loads of target lock, so I'm just going to do that. It's going to need a cleanup, but to be honest with how this battle went, I kind of accept this. All right, so with the TIE Bomber killing Radis, or Outrider was it? Okay, that's down at least. One less thing for a cleanup. If we can keep Marauder in here long enough, we could potentially take that out. Although Fear doesn't help. Oh, or a one-shot at that rate. Any chance you can... No, you can't. I was hoping, could we just get a little nibble at the Mark 6? All right. It's a cleanup. Yeah, I knew that the special offense was high, but I couldn't remember how high. I think I've got mine at like 1400, or at least I did at one point. I'm very wary of the time here. I might have to just give up on Crimson's fleet climb here. Practically, anyway. Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, speed maybe a little higher, but the offense seems decent. Go on. Really? I don't bloody believe that. Pop him up. Alright, one of the summons gone at least. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to stun you so that you don't keep attacking around taunt. And let's just do that as well. Offense up. All right, some fat down. All right, that was a good dodge. Yeah, I know we've got a taunt anyway, but I don't like the fact that there's a force taunt on Defender. Let's just do that. Can we... Yeah, we can do it. Cool. Trying to go around them. Come on, is that enough? Cool. Now just to clean up. That could be an option. I think the common one's Adrad and Jin, but if you're using them more than using Rex, then that's fair game, you know? I genuinely thought you could stun Mark 6. Whoops. Yeah, Radis is definitely good for Empire units. Again, he kind of gets phased out later on. reinforcement was weird there. Why soldier instead of spy? I don't know. All right, I've got minutes left. Final score 1743, so not great banners. But we're hoping that this guy's left himself short. Need to see the table. Oh, they're not in reach. Cool. Oh, you're not telling me that they've gone for me from there. I was going to say. I generally would have been cussing if they had gone for me from 8 to 3. You know, it's like, come on. All right, let's do that. Yeah, he's decent at GG as well. I'll agree there. Just because he's not like top of the meta at the moment, Adrad, he's still decent if you need him for something. It's like CLS. CLS isn't like a meta team right now, but, you know, there's always an opportunity to use it, you know, if something goes wrong. I feel bad that I'm not using CLS, to be frank. It's a good team. Yeah, of course. I feel like a lot of stats are about right now. Ooh. Yeah, a little bit disappointing though, the result of that Grand Arena. I mean, I'm just going to change my scene a second. It was a little bit disappointing because I knew it dropped a lot of battles, but you still think to yourself, all right, can we at least get to 1800? You know, be efficient even if we're not winning consistently, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's inevitable. You drop enough battles, you're going to have a bad score. But I'm just hoping my opponent can't get through Slacker. If Bane and whatever they throw, Malgus, I assume, doesn't work, then fingers crossed they're going to have difficulties. But again, I've got to just respect where I am, and I'm thinking I've just faced a guy from one of the top guilds in the game. So yeah, I'm not going to be like throwing my toys out the pram if he does come out and throw something big at me. You know, so I'm just kind of hopeful I can stay, but not expecting to stay, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. I think that's the main mentality to try and have, Sop. I mean, the only time I give up is when I know it's just impossible to get through something. You know, I could sit here throwing every team I've got at a team and it just won't do it. That's the only time I ever have that actual giving up feeling. Can I just check here? I didn't know if they pushed up a bit. No, they're still 8th with 5 minutes. So even if they did back-to-back battles, it'd be unlikely they knock me back. Like, say it takes 2.5 minutes now to win another battle, they'd have to do a refresh to claim first. So I'm going to gamble that they aren't going to do that. But if I find out that I finished 5th, we know they did do a back-to-back refresh and knock me back. That will be annoying. For multiple reasons. I mean, I can't comment there because I tend to have this music on all the time, at least when I'm streaming. So, yeah, music will never really help me like that, unless it's like a really awkward song for what's going on. All right, Fleet Arena. All right, once I've got this on full auto, I'm just going to step outside for a second and just get my water bottle. I haven't had a drink for about half an hour now, and I'm just feeling it a little bit. Okay. Oh. Here we go. I got something in my head a second ago. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. I was hoping that I could just check, see if Temmin had been knocked back, but yeah, it doesn't really do that. So yeah, just recapping. We had a drop on Lord Vader, 2 drops on Master Kenobi. Sorry, not Master Kenobi, Mace Windu. Then a drop on Leviathan and a drop on Seer. I mean, all in all, it could have gone worse, but it wasn't pretty either. Ooh. 165 crystals, I will take them, thank you very much. Okay, next up, before I forget. We're not hopping straight into Grand Arena here. I just need to do some TB very quickly. I was out last night. I was with Chris, who's sometimes in chat. And yeah, I got back. I managed to do my TB on Temmin. I did half of the TB on Crimson. So at the very least, I've got to do the Seer mission. Or I haven't got to as such, but I should. And then, yeah, if the CM's still to do, I'll do them. All right, so let's load my loadout. I also got, I think I've mentioned this recently, I've got Cal's Omicron on here. So that does help. I think the thing that intrigues me about those Lightspeed tokens, they gave a glimpse, if you like, of what the rewards would be if you've got everything. And while they weren't crazy, they still seemed decent, you know, like just a little bit of signal data, I think it was, a little bit of relic scavenge materials. It's like, none of it's going like, get your tune, or get your tune upgraded, but they're all things that are still kind of nice, you know? I mean, when you think, how many characters are in the game right now? We are at that point where it feels like we should be focusing on the relics now, rather than the gear. The gear should almost be inconsequential. It should be, all right, we go... I'm saying it like that because, to me, there is still a gear crunch as far as car attack. But that is a me problem. You know, I hold my hands up and recognize that it's my guild, essentially. You know, we are still working on this. I know that once you get these done, it gets easier. But yeah, it feels like that's sort of what we need just in general. You know, just a little easing again of the car attack just to make that push to gear 12 a little bit faster. I'll say push to gear 12 and beyond. All right. Yoink. Pass that to see it. Oh, hang on, I didn't see that. Okay, basic. Armor shred there. Has to see it. Okay, we do that. We've already got that, so armor shred again. Oof, okay. Basic. Oof. Basic and kill. Sweet. It feels rough when you lose it, because I don't think it's a hard mission as such. It's just that it does require, like, ordering, you know, knowing what you're doing. So if you ever get, like, a rare, well, I'll say rare instance, but a case of the Purge Trooper or not Raver, trailer just actually going for you, it feels very rough. What's our number for this, by the way? 7 out of 30. Damn. Yeah, I have had that happen to me. It feels very rough. Alright, I saw a tweet then and I was like, what's this about? It was Sam Whitwer. I thought, is this like something actually big, or are you just being a bit dramatic? I say it like that because the bit I saw just said, holy crap. I was like, oh, what's happened? And then I read it and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe not big. Like, you'd like it to be big. Okay. If I haven't said it before, by the way, I hate this planet. I'm pretty sure I did my platoons earlier as well. I had to check then, because I thought, I'm sure Cat was one of them. Yeah, this for me is the just one planet I don't like doing. You can do a bit of cheese like this in terms of, oh, you know, just try and have Ben soaking it all up, but yeah. Yeah, we're probably just a day behind you. Or a phase behind you. Right, hand wave. Force him to go for Ben. You see, I can do that, but I don't really see the point. I'm going to put that on R2, actually. R2 being able to stealth everyone is kind of nice. Trouble is, I need someone to drop below 50, ideally. All right, well, I've got to go this way anyway. Oh, cool, 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 cool. Got 2. Hand wave. Wiggle, wiggle. Felucia, yeah, we wrapped that up. Phase 2, essentially, so yeah. Little bit different, it seems. Yeah. Yeah, we do Felucia in one day, so we do, let me get this right, we do Coralia and Geonosis, sorry, not Geonosis, we do Coralia and Mustafar day 1. We finish off Coruscant day 2, but we also finish off Felucia day 2. Oh, okay. It could just be a guild preference. I mean, I think the logic was always that our rosters lean dark side, so it made more sense to get the dark side ones done quicker. But yours could be the other way. It could be you've got more light side than yours. All right, we might as well leap. Yeah, it could be that as well, for sure. Let's just keep that on R2. Let's just keep Crosshair from doing anything. Bye-bye to that one. Over there, please. Yeah, let's stop this one from doing anything. Yeah, it's John Bullock. I think I have a few of his tracks on here. He's a name that rings a bell, let's say that. Okay, I want to try and just hold those 2 in the red. Yeah, that's okay. Not ideal, but it's okay. Oh, I was hoping we could get that. All right, let's go for this one. Just getting down a bit. Wiggle, wiggle. Burn, baby, burn. Boozes, nice. And if we kill him now, so... Right, can we pass that there? Yeah, I'm on. All right, we got it. Just this one doofus who's got burning on him to go. Wait. Honestly, I think R2, you do want decent stats on him just so that he buffs up layer, but it's not like a crazy priority. I don't feel like I've got a good lineup here. Yeah, this just does not feel good. Go Jolie. Luke. Yeah, we'll go like that. See how it goes. Feels like this falls apart very fast. Potentially. The one thing I didn't do, which I suppose I could have done, is bring in Bastila for ability blocks. That could have been a thing. No worries, Sop. I'd say I haven't missed much, just for the simple fact that these waves feel like they take a lifetime. The one mercy of doing Queen Amidala, it usually fails, so that should be pretty quick. Pass that to Jolie. I can't remember if we've got the full platoons on here or not. I'm guessing we do. I'll have to have a look after. Go on foresight. I just want to see what the coin damage is. 98k. That's not bad, that. Yeah, I was going to say the CB units definitely don't feel it as much. Depressed Wampa, how you doing? What GA advice are you looking for? I'll see if I can help. Let's pop that. Get the stuns. Let's start dazing the little buggers. Come on. Do that. Between Starkiller and Afra, I think I would say, ooh, it's a bit of a funny one, that oddly, because Afra's obviously got the Datacron, which is going to expire. I think for that reason, I would say Starkiller. I feel like with Dash, let me get this right. Dash, Kyle, Mara, and Talon, you get 4 decent tunes from that. And obviously Starkiller, which goes with like the Sea and Malicos group or EP and Mara. That's not to say that the Afra farm isn't good. You know, you get the droids to go with Afra, you get the Hondo, which is going to be a GL requirement, and Dana, which Dana's probably the worst one of the lot, to be fair. But yeah, I'd argue Starkiller's probably the bigger bang for your buck right now. Yeah, I think that's a valid point. Starkill's going to help with Rey as well. I mean, I like Afra for Jabba, you know, in terms of even when the Datacron's gone, Afra really can eat up a Jabba in 5v5. But, yeah, saying that Starkiller on his day can as well. So, again, that's why it's not a bad investment, you know what I mean? Ooh, okay. Ooh, okay. Speed, please. Oh dear God. They just murdered me. I have not done TB, and by the time I've done the second GAC, I will probably miss it, so I figured let's do it. Let's be a good guild mate. I've never liked JKL lead in TB. Or at least in this TB, I should say. I know it's been recommended by other people, but I've just never seen it and gone, wow, this is good. Yeah, that could have been an option, because I did use gas, obviously, here, but I wasn't really sure who to put with JML. On my main, I've got Ezra and Kyle, so it's full auto, whereas it's nowhere near as easy without them. Crazy how 2 specific Jedi really buff it. I didn't actually see that depressed Wampa, but no worries. I'm going to say, those are the kinds of questions I think are always fun to answer, because as much as it's been a while since I've like done those farms, you always kind of want to see where they are in the meta right now in terms of like, are they still relevant? And I think Starkiller's always going to have that relevance, even if he's maybe not got the original purpose in mind. So yeah, it's a fun question, that. Alright, let's do that. I really wish I could justify using gas lead to prevent revives. Where I am inclined to agree with Arnold. It feels like the 501st do need a lifter. Either that or an Omicron. What's the bet if they did an Omicron though? It'd be like a DW Omicron or something. Point in a game mode no one cares about and say, there you go, there's your Omicron. That is a tricky bit, I'll agree. It'd be nice if they gave a reason that you didn't need Rex. You know, because Rex was, once upon a time, such a flexible tune in the sense that it was like, oh, okay, you know, you can put Rex with, well, pretty much any clone squad and buff him up, but then, because he's a fast tune, he was always able to go first. I mean, obviously he still is, but you get my point. It's like, it'd be nice if Rex could go back to being that little flexible thing. I mean, I get that from the lore point for sure, but it'd be nice if that was available. You gotta keep Echo and Fives together for Domino Squad, in my opinion. So from there, it's Arc. And yeah, Arc Trooper's a bit of an odd one to cut considering they built him purely to be in the gas team. Which does make you think, is it worth just giving one of them a buff? I have not, no. I'll be honest, right? I had to read that a couple of times just to try and wrap my head around that one, MJ. I wouldn't even think that would be like on a dad jokes website. I think that'd be like... I think that's actually on, would be on Peter Explain the Joke. You know what I mean? Like, dumb me down for me. Okay, Poby can do that. Resummon. You seen it this Sunday? Nice. I've seen reviews. They all seem fairly positive about it. Like everything, I don't really take that into consideration too much, but good to see. Yeah, something like that could be the answer. I mean, I think the biggest thing that's going for it in terms of the general, like, cinema-going audience would be the fact that it does seem to be a lore-light film. You know, you haven't got to go in there and be like, all right, I need to watch this film or that film to know what's going on. It's like, yeah, just go and enjoy it. Let's go there, I guess. Someone taking advantage of spoiling things that weren't Fantastic Four. How dare they? I'm really looking forward to seeing Galactus on screen, let's say that. I mean, it's a character that, you know, it deserves to be in film. You know, people should see Galactus and go, wow, this is a big bad. I've not seen a lot of the promo. I am trying to distance myself from it a little bit, but we've got the Fantastic Four in Marvel Snap, and I'll admit the model they've used there does seem a bit odd, which is based on the film. All right, we're up against J-Talk apparently. No idea where they are. Have I refreshed? I have. Cool. All right. Let's see what they've got. Okay, J-Talk. They're 11 points. Sorry, I'm 11.7. They're 12.1 million. Zetas were behind, 311 to 344. Omicrons are 42 to 40. Let's just resize this again. GL 7 to 8, so they're missing one. Good news for us for a change. Relic units 198 to 233. Look at the breakdown of the relics. We're behind on the 9s, 7 to 13. 8s, 15 to 17. We're ahead on the 7s, 86 to 55. Behind on the 5s, 62 to 76. Mods, we're ahead 62 to 29. We're ahead on 20s, 237 to 144. And the 15s as well, 405 to 365. They've got marginally more datacrons. They're missing Ahsoka. I've got Jabba with an ult. That wasn't the case last week. And yeah, they haven't got Afra. That's good. No Jar Jar. That's good. They haven't built up the clones yet. They have got Ezra, but no Balin. Okay, missing a few things, which is very promising for us. Fairly fast Ezra. Fairly fast Great Mothers. Nothing too crazy, though. I mean, a 282 Darth Vader feels out of place nowadays. All right. Let's see what we're dealing with. Okay, so they've got 1054. As you could see there, Black has held for 3. That is good. And they preloaded as well, so we assume they're done. GG, Dash, Trench, all one shot. South Wall. Qui-Gon got a drop. That's good. Finn, Rey, and Gas all one shot. Fat Wall. Queen Amidala got a hold. That's pleasing to see. Nothing from DTMG or the Ewoks. Their time will come. So let's start placing teams down. We're seeing a Mon Mothma. A Boss. Wow, long time since I saw a Boss on defense. We got a Rey and a Qui-Gon with Jocasta, so that's different. No Anakin in there, so they've gone full Vanguard. Okay. Yeah, wow. I feel like I've time traveled seeing that. Probably OG Imps could do that. All right. Let's see what's here. We've got Supreme Leader Kylo, as you would expect. We've got Jabba. We've got Queenie. And we've got Lord Vader. Let's just remove what we haven't got here. So we haven't got Leia here. We haven't got Queen on offense. We haven't got Afra. DTMG. Great Mothers. Omega. And Qui-Gon we haven't as well. So quite a few things I've had to remove there. But I think we've got Freya, which isn't on this list. If it's anything else, we can always add it in. So, first thought. Freya for Queen. Lord Vader, I am leaning towards the Night Sisters again. Oh, wrong one. Oh, let me correct myself. I meant Lord Vader. I was thinking Lord Vader Jabba. And I said to myself, no, we're going to do Night Sisters. That's where my mistake came there. Saw what I was thinking about. All right, so for Lord Vader, it's not a nuke team, so we can do Bo-Katan. Kylo, we are going to have to do Hermit Yoda Kron. We'll try Seer on Rey. Yeah, at this point, I am almost tempted to throw Malgus at that, and even can't see Veers on this list, so I'm going to add him in. Yeah, we could do Veers on the boss, and maybe Jabba on that? We'll have a think on it. But yeah, I think this all looks fairly solid. But we're going to start with this time for the simple fact I've messed it up a few times, and I think it was T-Max last time that pointed out the mistake I've been making, which is Zombie. So we're going to remove Zombie and put in our very, very squishy Spirit, and hopefully that will supercharge Ventress. Hopefully. All right. So let's just... Oh, he did tell me before. D-Max was kind enough to remind me. See, this is where I am without Kit. I make rookie mistakes. It's why whenever he pops in, I always want him to know that he's missed because, you know, especially when it comes to the Night Sisters, he knew what he was talking about. Okay. Didn't exactly mean for Spirit to survive there, but we'll see how it goes. I say survive, revive, more like. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather a Sarge here, so I'm going to make sure she comes back. Okay, cool. Now I just need Spirit to die. And they're being very coy about going for her now. Yeah, that's a bit of a concern. It certainly got to this point cleaner than it has recently, but the trouble is now with... I suppose we can do that, but that doesn't feel right. I really need Barrett to die. Or to look like dying, more importantly. Because arguably the wrong two are dead. Alright, Daka's sleeping on the job, but she is around. She's in the world between worlds right now. Jabba is insistent on not going for Spirit, and it's really cheesing me off. I don't think Auto Basic can do it, but I'm just going to keep at it just in case. Yeah. We could clean up, but it's annoying. I mean, on paper, we are looking okay in terms of the damage we're putting out. It's just when he heals up, it goes away so fast. You need to turn me to trapping better, and we're just not capable like this. I mean, I can afford this drop. He can't get through Slacker, so as long as I clear everything more efficiently, we're alright, but... One of those where you're like, come on. Can we make this work at last? And when Spirit went out straight away, I thought we were okay, but the fact she revived wrecked us. Alright, Rebels. Mon. Fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I pull auto here? That would be kind of cool. You're not far off your first GL, Tug. Nice one. What are you going for? I think I saw you mention it in Hermit's chat a little while ago. Was it JML, maybe? If so, that was the first one on my main account. I'll tell you, that one did me good for a long time. He's very good with Conquest. Yeah, with Conquest, if you can get a voluntary Vanguard data disk, JML is very good at surviving and being able to protect weaker targets or weaker allies. So, yeah, definitely a good investment, that. All right, what we got? We got 55 for that. I'm going right down. Okay, let's get the rough one out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 15. I remember to bring Mace on offense. Alright, Odacron. Choose 20 shards off, and Mothma is 40 shards off, and you should have everything to Relic straight away. I mean, Chewie is still one of the better releases they did in terms of how it lifted CLS up again. I was saying before, at my level, CLS isn't being used as much, and it's a crying shame because the team is still good. It's just, you don't get much use out of it. Like, if GAC was an extra 5 teams, you know, in 5v5, you'd probably end up using CLS because, you know, there'd be more things on defense, so you'd need more on offense, but equally, I'm not asking for that. That is a lot more time each stream. So, yeah, as much as I miss CLS, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm happy for him to be on the bench. Let's do that. All right, Padme got whacked. We'll do that, just making sure I click on the right one. I forgot them. Let's pass that to Mace. Just so we can get him out the stun a bit quicker. Okay, ult. Right, she didn't go for cat, so that's good. Oh, wow. What did I just say? Ugh. Be gone. I was going to say, it was a good game last night, Chris. It was a good game. Multiple, to be fair. Multiple games. If not unlimited. Let's pass that there. This battle right now, it's honestly horrendous in terms of... It looks alright when you're doing it. But in the reality, it's like... What am I doing? Genuinely, I am thinking to myself, I would like to try and set it up so I can stream a game of that. Because there is the emulators, so it is really tempting to just try and set one up. All right, Padders is going to take a turn. We can heal Cat. And we can ult as well, so that's even better. All right, Banners should be good. Oh, I thought Slacker was out for some reason. All right, he's out. Yeah, cool, Kitty Cat. And just kill. There we go. 65. Okay. I'm feeling better now. It's the biggest relief right now when you see Slacker down. I go back to the last round of 3v3. I faced that guy with 15 mil, I think it was. And I had not lost the Slacker match all season. And then suddenly this guy turns up and I get absolutely wrecked. So, yeah. I'm just glad that I didn't fail again like that. Taught me not to underestimate that match anyway. All right, Mandalorians. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got a Gar Saxon Crom, which is, you know, I could use it with Gar, but actually saying that, I haven't got Django in the team. Oh well, need to remember that. All right, yeah, let's go for it. I was mulling over what I do, but I kill. Yeah, go on, we'll put that on Grogu. I have to laugh how Bam moved from the Fennec squad to this squad in terms of countering OG Lord Vader, if you like. I can understand why they brought the clones in, because it was kind of silly how ineffective he was. All right. Don't be afraid to counter. She wasn't. Okay, Crush. That's it, Bo. Get in there. Put that on Bam. Yeah, I thought she was immune to daze. I was like, I couldn't remember, but I was like, she isn't getting daze, so she must be immune. That thing of, if you don't remember it, you're kind of looking in kits frantically like, is this a thing, or am I just imagining it? Right, 61 banners. And then Queenie. 1 Sith, 2 Sith, 3 Sith, 4 Sith, 5 Sith. I don't know why, but I felt like I was going to end up with syphilis. Alright. Let's go. Just realised I can put a Datacron on defense that I haven't done. That needs correcting. Basic. And another basic. Boink. Yeah, this guy's not got mace on offense as well, so no wonder he didn't do well against my Slacker. Oink. Okay, DI there is a little bit annoying. There's a Barris Cron. No, she's just chilling here. Right. Oh, okay, I don't like that. In fact, I am going to isolate you. All right, Queenie's not got DI anymore, so I'm going to just look in her direction for a minute. I think someone actually got the silent then. Or someone. I feel like Talon did save someone then. Come on, Nihilus, you're taking a while here, mate. I know why, but it's still a bit irritating. Yep, there's the tank again. Yeah, we need to get this down double fast. All right, send the yellow. I feel like we're giving Talon enough time to ramp a bit at least. I know she gains stats from Treya and Sion doing things. Go on, just hit there. And again. Right, nuke. I'm kind of running out of time here to really finish this cleanly. Right, suck. Yeah, we'll do that. Minute 30, we've still got time. Just under a lot more of a crunch than I would like. Right, isolate past Nihilus. Just stop him doing as many things as he likes to. So. "57 seconds, we're cutting it fine a bit here. Okay, 65. Took a while, but it was efficient. Right, Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Interesting choice of Rally 4. There's me, I probably do things like that all the time. And Finn. Okay. That's a manageable wall. So I figure we do... I don't know if Sid can do DTMG still in 5s. 58% win rate. Okay. Just checking it's got Enoch, yeah. Yeah, 7.94, so we won't chance that. But that does also shoot down the win rate of trying anything else, essentially. Well, we're not going to try Sidious anywhere else, I wouldn't say, so... I think what we do is we move Malgus from there to there. We do Raver on the Jedi. And then... potentially we can do that and that. Okay. Let's go up to the north wall. And I've just realised none of this factored in Lord Vader on offense. So we have got that as well. I mean, if I want to be brutal, I could do Lord Vader and Bane on Bosk, but let's just see how Seer goes for now. Let's get that one out of the way. Right, we got the nice statted one here. Let's see how it gets on. Pop that. Let's throw some rocks. Okay, we're hanging in. Let's send that to Cal. Cool. They both go, fair enough. Let's just put that on Malicos. Bye-bye. 63, that's fine. Okay, so even though it feels weird, I think I might just switch things up a little bit. I really wish I could do this, like, legit. Is it bad that I won't goof and just see if I can do it? I'm going to do it. I shouldn't because it's a drop in banners, but I kind of want to see how far it goes. All right, Scorch down. All right, we ult. Yeah, Scorch Gun does impact how that plays out because obviously we've got to just try and keep applying dots to stop them gaining TM. Okay, so CX2 down. Yeah, the trouble here is they can now loot me. I think the initial thing I was trying to do was see if I could get enough of a head start with Scorch applying dots to actually make this work. But the reality is it's a nightmare, even, you know, at least with the gear I've got on. Intriguing though, just seeing what is possible and what isn't. I mean, not Scorch, Appo's just going to chill there. If the AI is thick enough to keep going for him, then Lord Vader's just not getting touched. Downside is Lord Vader won't get enough turns to really make an impact. But they have got dots right now, so if they're not cleansing them, they lose turn meter. It was an experiment. I kind of threw this one deliberately just to see if it would work or not. Oh no, Appo isn't bugged. He's working as intended. No sarcasm, just to be clear. Here we go. I mean, this isn't bugged if you're wondering why he's standing here. Oh, right, is there something up with the trooper? Right, I didn't know that. Honestly, I'm banging my head here, so I might as well just call it there. Yeah, that was just me goofing around, like I said. I was just sort of in the mood of what works. Not that, apparently. But, just a bit of fun. All right, let's apply... Yeah, let's go for that. And let's put that on Kara so she doesn't taunt. We'll get potency up. Put that onto Jabba. That is one of the things the AI really winds me up on, how they don't seem to want to use the call to assist on Jabba. Again, I suppose it'd be broken if they knew to do that, but it's like a free hit for him. Why wouldn't you? All right, cool. Yeah, let's get Scout out. Deal with Trooper. Okay, Kara wasn't the one I was wanting to come back. On staff, hasn't really elevated GG up too high, but it's an improvement on DDK. I mean, I've just given him an Omicron on this account, just to see if it makes the GG team a bit more annoying. But I'm not, like, expecting great things, just maybe a few more banners stolen and whatnot. Alright, clean up. Qui-Gon. That was Raver, I'm pretty sure of that. Okay. 10 minutes until... Yeah, go on, we'll use that. 10 minutes until an outbreak, I was trying to say. Yeah, I mean, Stap's worth getting. It's not going to be meta-defining for you, but he's not a bad tune or anything. Let's do that. Yeah, like I say, it could be good. You know, just to get for nothing, essentially. I mean, I think we need to see how it plays out and when we actually see it in front of us, because I think right now there's still a bit of, I won't go as far as confusion, but a bit of question marks about what is going to work and what isn't. And to be fair to CG, they've said this is something coming down the line, so it's not like we've got to think about it right now. Yeah, essentially anything that isn't Conquest or Journey Guide. That's how I read it, so you can't use it to upgrade a GL or anything like that. But seems like everything else is fair game. My understanding was that don't intend to make it so that you can use them on GLs or Conquest units or legendaries or anything like that. The idea is that initially the idea is they're only going to allow them to be used on specific eras. That's how I understood it. I think that's why they're putting in the era filter so that you can work out what eras you've not maxed out. Again, that's how I understood it. Right, that was silly from me. I shouldn't have used that ability then. I'm just trying not to kill Scout. Alright, that should be alright. 65. Alright, Finzori. See. Do me a favour, folks, by the way. If ever you see that I'm kind of like this, you know, like I've really gone out of frame, do let me know, because I always feel weird when I notice it. I'm like, stop going that way. Alright. Get Finn. Get Poe. Oh, I didn't even put a Datacron on here. Oops. Why do I feel like I made a boo-boo? Yeah, boo-boo made. Well, that's good to know. Don't ever take in Z against what's his face? Finn. Bleeding Albane. 47. Them two? No stap in this lineup. That's interesting. It's why I was saying before about stap. I wouldn't worry about it because, like, even accounts like this one don't have it, but best not sleep on it. All right, let's just daze you. Stuns, please. And let's pass that to Raven. And pass that to Cal. Yeah, I thought Raven might bite a bullet there. I mean, I don't feel like JML's doing too hot right now. Get Armor Shred there, I guess. Right, pass that to Yoda, I guess. Okay, 58, that was dirty. But we have got 3 walls down, so assuming that they aren't bluffing somehow and they have got a slacker cleaner, then yeah, we should have won. All right, this actually looks quite a friendly back wall as well, so they were kind of gambling on beating my ships, I think. Okay, let's go all in on Anakin. Another assist would have been nice, but we'll take that. We mark Anakin. Alright, we didn't get ability blocked. Basic. Okay, an assist would have been nice. Flyback. Sorry, just bear with me. Okay. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, go on, we'll smack Y-Wing. And pass that to Outrider. Bit of days on Umbar and Wooden Turd. One less ship to assist there, for instance. Alright, Plo is annoying. We'll wiggle. And we'll do Surpreso. Sorry about the ad break on Twitch, by the way. I say that as if you can hear me. Let's do that. Let's hit that. Alright, let's give Plow a hit. Alright, cool. Next up, GG. Yeah, let's use Negotiator. I don't know if that's efficient, but I'm going to give it a go. Always remember Ahsoka used to be good against GG. Alright, let's just base it. Let's get this out. And get buff immunity there. Let's try an ability block. Okay. Okay, we Uno reverse. Base it. Yeah, we'll bring in the Y-Wing this turn, because we've still got a chance to stealth Anakin with Marauder. There we go. Okay, that ain't nice. Let's put that on Anakin. I'm listening, Ada. Fully automated fleet. It would be nice if CG. I don't think they'll do it, but it'd be nice. I mean, offer it, man. I'll take it. I've said for a bit, if they were to do Trench as a capital ship leader, they should have it that Grievous's fleet is fully automated. That would be the way of doing it, essentially. Give Trench some actual pilots, like the Geos, and then let the Malevolence have, like, Hyena Bomber. It would be fun. That's a lot of damage. Cool. Yeah, I think Tri Interceptor's up there in terms of ships people want. 1787. Alright, we're a little bit shy of the golden number, but I'll say a little bit, quite a bit off, but like I say, Slacker should have Slacker should hold the wall. I mean, 3 drops, I don't see him getting through it. So yeah, hopefully, barring some surprising turn of events, we've won the first round. Let's see what we got here. That needs ticking off. Cool. Get some track progression. And before we go, I laugh how it pops that up as if to say, oh yeah, do the Bale and Skull event. I'm like, yeah, like I've got it. Let's do this quick. So we want 1, 2, 3, and 4 hour, remember it. We actually have them in the game. They are the Vulture Droid's special ability. But yeah, I agree. They are kind of iconic from episode 3. A little surprising they threw them straight in like that. I don't think it would hurt having a few more generic ones, but saying that, we've just had like Temple Guard in the last era, and it's not like Temple Guard's bad. He's actually a very annoying character when he's modded well, but yeah, it's you don't want to overdo it, do you? It'd be good if they just dropped a few in that weren't marquees. Like they said, right, we're bringing these in because we know they're going to be useful to have, essentially, you know. But I'm wondering if they're going to do something later in the year, because they implied there's a bigger update coming. And I said earlier, the fact they've left ships for so long, it does make me wonder if there's a bigger ship update coming. Like, when I say update, I don't mean like a new ship coming in, but something that really warps the meta. Like, or warps how ships is played. A bit like how we had ships 1.0 and we're now in ships 2.0. I'm wondering if 3.0 is on the horizon. Yeah, I mean, something like that would be interesting. We were talking earlier, it feels a bit odd though, like you'd have to kind of remove clones from the 501st lineup to get another one in. So I don't really think it's wise doing that. I think they are better if they go down the Omicron route, personally. But we'll see. I think the 501st are overdue having an actual Datacron set rather than borrowing from other ones. You see, I don't feel like a new 501st leader is great either, just for the simple fact that we've got the leader. So it's like anything else after that, it's hard to justify bringing someone else in, you know what I mean? The only way I could sort of see something like that working is if they made a team built around Rex and then you had another one built around Gas. That I could maybe buy into, but yeah, it gets complicated. Okay. Do you mean like from season 7? I mean, I might be mistaken, but were they like an actual different unit? Like they wouldn't be classed as 501st technically? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Weren't they a different like group and Rex just tagged along, if I remember right? Yeah. I couldn't remember the exact like justification, you know, if it was an actual, if it was still the 501st or if it was an actual different group. I will admit though, I'm not a clone expert. Yeah, I remember he made a point of it. All right, come on, get this bozo out. There we go. I mean, the thing is, I don't think you need to go into the subsection. You know, you just use some of the other named 501st clones. I mean, there's got to be a number of them. You know what I mean? It's a pretty sought after faction. All right, I'm going to deal with all that later. Ooh. Yeah, Jesse. Jesse was the one that tried to kill Ahsoka and Rex. Oh, you're thinking of someone else? Right. Here we go. Named 501st Troopers. Notable members. Rex 5's Hardcase Kicks. Jesse, Boomer, Denal, Mixer, Red Eye, Charger, Echo, Dogma, Tup, Apo, Orc, Toric, Kano, Oz, and Ringo. Funny, I don't remember Vaughn. He isn't actually on this list. Yeah. The Wikipedia. Ah, that would make more sense then. But I'd have thought if you were going to do a 501st faction, these would be the ones that would make sense, because they're all characters that have been involved in the group. I mean, you could do a new Kicks. You know, I say new Kicks as we haven't just had the... Well, we haven't even got the marquee done for the current one. Jesse... I'm trying to think who I know prominently. I've heard of Dogma and Tup before. But yeah, there's definitely options in terms of, you know, you could throw some of these in and I think people will be like, oh, cool, they're clones. You know, they've got the same armor kind of deal. I'd have once thought it mattered, to be honest. He's a named trooper versus the ARC trooper, which is just a generic ARC trooper, you know what I mean? You know, if you want to go with the Mark II version or the ARC trooper version, it would work either way, I bet. Alright. I don't know what's happening with my typing at the moment. It's having my typing on my keyboard, but I keep double tapping keys. Or appearing to. Alright, I'm trying to load up Twitch so I can see where we're going to raid. But it is going incredibly slow. Okay. Well, I can't do anything on YouTube, I don't think. So let's have a look. Who's on Twitch? Can at least point people in the direction if they're on. Right, I am going to rate Braves Phantom for the fact I've done Ranger like in the past week, so I won't just mix it up a little bit. So yeah, let's go that way. Quick thank yous before we go. Apparently we've had... I'll be honest, I was confused. It said someone had earned a 1-year badge, but it doesn't say who. Other than that, we've had a raid from Wonprat, so thank you very much, Wonprat. Alright, so, launch the raid. Cool, we're off to Braze Phantom. Go say hi to Inform Me, folks. And yeah, I'll be back now on Saturday. So I'll see you at the weekend, folks. Have a good end to your week. And yeah, see you then. Bye for now.